Hello everyone. If you are willing to know about the latest updates declared by IRCC on spouse open work permit on January 2025, then this video is for you. To know more about the latest updates regarding immigration and have the best of the IELTS, PT, TOEFL, GRE, GMAT coaching, stay tuned to Shweta's EduHub. So first of all, today we are going to talk about the changes which are declared recently on 14 January 2025 regarding spouse open work permit. So if we divide broadly this change into two categories, then I would say the first category would define the changes for the international students and their spouses, and the second is for foreign workers and their spouses. So getting into the details, for very first category, all the students who are studying here and willing to invite their spouse on spouse open work permit or family open work permit, there is a little restriction implied on the recent changes. So first of all, earlier it was mentioned that students who are studying in master's program and doctoral program can only invite their spouse on open work permit. Now they have also added one more thing, that the duration of the master's program should be minimum or at least 16 months or more than that. Otherwise, it's not possible to apply for your spouse on open work permit. In the second category, where the foreign workers were usually allowed to invite their spouse, now they have decided a specific tier for which they would accept the application. So IRCC has suggested that the people who are employed under tier 0 or tier 1 would be eligible to call their spouses on spouse open work permit. Other than that, there are specific categories decided for tier 2 and tier 3. And these people who are working under these job descriptions can in turn call their spouses on spouse open work permit. The list, a detailed list of the exempted occupations will be declared on 21st January. But before that, they have given a brief headline. They have included certain occupations like natural and applied sciences, construction, healthcare, natural resources, education, sports and military. So we need to wait for the list to come out on 21st of January. But as of now, we have got these many occupations which are exempted from getting spouse open work permit ban. Alright. Now coming to the next question, who is going to affected by this? So the people or the spouses who have already reached into Canada and they are already have gotten their spouse open work permit, they won't get affected by this change. But yes, the people who are getting into the process of filing their spouse open work permit will get affected. One thing I'd like to mention over here is the deadline for this spouse application acceptance is declared till 21st of January. So now is the time where you should be gathering the documents and filing the SOWP as early as possible. One more thing I'd like to mention over here is for foreign workers who are applying for the spouse's open work permit, there's a limitation imposed, and that is your work permit, that is the main applicant's work permit, should be having at least 16 months remaining into it on the day of your spouse's open work permit application, right? So if there is a case wherein your spouse application has to be submitted on that day, you should have at least 16 months of work permit left, right? This is a very important detail that you should be taking into account. Alright, Now the people who are having limited amount of work permit left, right, be it the main applicant's work permit or spouse open work permit, and they are supposed to go for the work permit extension in near future, probably by the end of 2025. For those people, these new rules will be implicated. So make sure that you are following these tier 0, 1 or the selected job descriptions for tier 2 and tier 3, so that it will be easier for the renewal of your spouse open work permit. Because when I say renewal of spouse open work permit, that doesn't mean that they are going to renew the already existing work permit, right? It is going to be considered as new application when it comes to IRCC, right? So when you apply for extension, IRCC is going to consider it as a new application only. So make sure your spouse is getting job under the given tiers. So that's all for the new updates on SOWP. Hope this helps. Stay tuned to Shweta's EduHub for more news like this. All the very best.